are just about to embark on a very well historic event up into Cook Forest to measure a could perhaps be the largest white pine that's been documented in the entire state of Pennsylvania. It's not the tallest, it might not be the fattest, but when we put all the dimensions together, it comes out to be right at the very top. Unless we have some other trees that will be nominated in the big tree list, that's a state list, this one will probably be right at the top. And we're going to find that out today. On the course of our hike, a portion of it's going to be off trail. First off, we're going to start up the trail, and we'll give you an idea right where the Forest Cathedral area starts, to get an idea on what to look for when we get into, let's say, the old growth forest portion of the Forest Cathedral. From that point on, we're going to do a meandering hike down towards, first we're going to show you the Longfellow pine, which was climbed by Will Blozan last year. Will Blozan is a arborist. He's from North Carolina. Come quite a long way, along with a number of our other guest speakers here, to be up with us this weekend. Will climbs trees on a regular basis. He's doing a lot of work down in the Great Smoky Mountains, looking at the hemlock woolly adelgid infestations and trying to get a handle on that down south.
12 feet of pole from up in that area, and then shot this weighted bag with a thin line on it. The first shot I hit about 140 feet, which was too high for the weight to pull the line down, but it's right now it's set at about 120 feet. So I shot this up, came down, and then I tied the climbing rope onto the other end of it and continued to pull it through. And that's how I set that line there. A lot easier than, well, there's no other way to climb it. So now I'm going to use rock climbing gear and just climb up the rope. I've got the rope coming down the back side and it's anchored up on that hemlock over there. We've got about 270 feet of rope out right now. It's set up there pretty high. What we're going to do, I'm going to go to the top, or close to the top, then I'm going to call for Paul to send me up this series of poles, because I can't get clear to the top of this tree. For one thing, it's skinny and it's also dead in the top, so I'm going to get up within 20 feet or so and then stretch the pole up and then measure from the pole down. What we need to have happen, I guess Bob and Dale can work on this, is determine what's going to be the bottom of the tree, the absolute lowest point we're going to measure to. And then as I come down, I'm going to take diameter measurements incrementally down the trunk. That way we can piece the tree together mathematically and calculate how much wood is in each section and add those sections together, and we've got an idea of how much wood is contained inside this tree. I estimate it's going to be about 900 cubic feet or so. That might be generous, but hopefully not. The largest tree I've climbed so far is 1,500 cubic feet, and that was a hemlock in the Smokies. Where's Bob? Okay. So I think I'll just head up. So Dale, if you guys can get the mid-slope point identified. All right. For the tape drop, that would be excellent.
But in colonial times, 200 people lived on the Fusion. Then quite possible with this area. The problem is we don't know how they measure. As I was mentioning in the lecture, they might have been actually measured in my mind. And it's probably reason to believe the genetic limits of this species is not less than 200. Most likely in the northern hemisphere. Cooking doesn't necessarily represent the best species to do, but it's up there now, the best of the Northeast. One of the other things that we do when we're measuring dimensions is to take the circumference at different heights of the tree. Ideally, we want to compute the volume of something like this, and that could be just because we want to know how big it is, how voluminous species to be. Will go up at periodic points. He'll stop, and then we'll shoot where he is tree height-wise, and we'll take the circumference measure. Then we can model the tree on a computer to a volume, and we're talking about 4 or 5% of the volume. My guess for anyone who is lumber conscious is that this tree holds about 3,500 units of board feet at the minute. More probably 4,500 or so. And that's a lot. But there have been pines that were pine cut in Rich Mountain, Tennessee in the 1940s that had 7,000 board feet per 101 feet.
There yet.
The one thing that he would never do is use fire. So harming trees is not part of what we're about. The documenting them, yes. When we measured this tree originally, we measured it in 1997. Bob Mantell gave us a $2,500 impulse laser. And there's really no difference in terms of the laser.
You can't see it.
This model, what he has, is what all the other things this impulse laser does. But we consistently got between 171 and 172 feet of trigonometry. And it might be a little over 172. It's probably at the very least about 170. Incidentally, we keep tabs in our database of all white pines that meet particular criteria. We have them all documented here. Over 12 feet, 12 feet, over